You mentioned individual duels there, and one of the big duels on Sunday is going to be between Haaland and Virgil van Dijk. Sergio Aguero never scored at Anfield. Is it a different test for a centre forward going to Anfield? It seems a really kind of weird stat that even Aguero, the club's record goal scorer, never got on the score sheet in all his time at Anfield.
So I don't know. It should be a question from Sergio in that case, but I don't know. Apparently, so it should not be differently for the fact it's a football game, 11 against 11. The pitch is the same. So, and it is difficult. Always, I think it's because the opponent is difficult, not because the stadium for himself. But I don't know. I've never been in Anfield as a striker to try to score goals to have had that feeling. So I don't know, but it should not be.
Is this probably the biggest challenge that Erling will have faced in a Manchester City shirt, going to Anfield and coming up against
I think the bigger challenge Erling had is adapt as quick as possible what it happened, know the mates, know they want to play, adapt a little bit the lifestyle in England, in Manchester in this case. I think in the beginning this is the most important thing, and after try to be yourself. So at the end what we have to do in every single game is perform as best as possible ourselves, and the rest opponents always play, and we'll see. So we have to try to we know good performance because we are not top of the league. There's a team, Arsenal is running incredible, strong, and you have to try to be close to them.
Yeah, just on that, Pep, you said earlier that you thought Liverpool were going to be main rivals this season. How do Arsenal fit into that?
How?
Do you see Arsenal as being part of that as well? Or you say Liverpool are going to be the main rivals?
But the main rival, of course, there are few teams in front. I think Arsenal is already there. In many years, it was not there, and with the patience with Mikel, of course, change not just the team, change the club. And of course, it's already a fact that it's a contender. Tottenham will be there, and of course, Chelsea and all the teams in Liverpool as well. But what happened last season, the previous season, 4 or 5 seasons, always I will consider Liverpool. Even Jurgen maybe is not a hero right now. Always I consider as a contender, because I said before, when it's 2 months left, I would say maybe it's already too late. But it's just 1 quarter of the season. It's a lot of games still to play. Many things can happen, and always the Premier League was fascinating because it was many teams with the challenge to be champion. The last season Liverpool and ourselves we concentrate this chance to be champion. But why should I ignore him right now and still we are in October? So in October anyone is champion and anyone is out of the road. So, but this is my opinion.
You said in the past about when you play Liverpool or Manchester United, you're playing against the history as well as a very good team. How close do you think City are now to joining that level? You won 6 of the last 11 Premier Leagues.
But if we count about how is history, is 1 decade, 2 decades, or 40, 50 years. So the reality is that Man City arrived to be here and we want to stay here to compete against Liverpool United and the rest of the teams. That is a fact. Because the club, since everyone, they want to stay. And we fight every day for that. It's not for granted right now. We are here. It's not for granted we will be here. Biggest examples happen. Look what happened in Champions League. Incredible teams will be out for knockout stage. So to be here, you have to win it every single day. Not for the fact we are here, we will be here. No. We have to, because the opponents is getting better and they want to challenge us and they want to say, okay, you are the champions. We don't want any more. You will be the champion. And to stay there, you have to continue to do it.
When everybody is fit, you've got 5 very good centre halves to choose from, and it's getting very hard for us to predict which centre halves you will pick for each game.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing for a manager, or would you rather have 2 centre halves say we're the main men and you can pick them every week, the same ones?
No, we are lucky. We were lucky to, but looking right now, John Stones, isn't available for already weeks. And for this tight competition, even World Cup, no rest. In some positions, you have to take a look the players how reliable he is in terms of playing every 3 days or injury in the injuries. And we have two that is like this, like that, and the other one is more reliable. So, and that's why you have to, it depends of how they fit. And I am a big fan to rotate the teams and the players and everyone be involved. I'm not a big fan just play 11 players. First, because the physicality is almost impossible to control it, and I think everybody has to be involved. Everybody has to be part of something. When you never play, it's difficult to be part. And sometimes I prefer don't win, I would say, games or competition when everybody's involved. When finish the season, I'll be part of that. After that, depends on the players, how they feel. If I don't play any minute or all the games, I don't play all the games, I don't feel part of that. That is your problem, my friend. But everyone has chance to play, even 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half time, 90 minutes, and I want everybody to be involved.
You mentioned how well Erling's done in settling in so quickly. Is it getting to the stage now where even you sort of almost expect, you're more surprised if he doesn't score than how well he's done if he does?
When a player arrives, I always expect the best. So always I thought, this guy scored a goal so everywhere, so we'll come here.
Yeah, but not
to that extent,
do you?
Yeah, definitely. I had to speak also with Erling if he was expecting, to the goals he's scoring. So, but so far the numbers are unbelievable, and important is he's playing regularly. He's not had to be stopped. What happened last season, unfortunately, for Borussia Dortmund, and just continue. He came from many years to here, just arrived 2-3 months, so he can improve. And many bad moments is coming, and in that moment it's just okay. Go for the next one.
Yeah, for a kid of his age, he never seems fazed by missing. He never, if a defender knocks him down, he doesn't go for a penalty. He gets back up and gets into a position. What's it feel like for a manager, knowing that you've got that leading the line?
The surprise mentality. We know his skills, but how he behave and in the bad moments, in the situations, how he's maybe 20 minutes not involved in the game, he's never out of the game, he's always focus. How difficult it is to score a goal where you don't touch the ball or ride the ball or put it in the net when you are not involved with the feelings in the always I believe you are involved in the process and you touch the ball. When the ball comes in the net, you have the ability, it's easier to do it. He has this, and that happens because always he's there, always thinking, I have a chance, I will at the moment, I will arrive, I will have the moment, I will score a goal. He's never disconnected, even not being involved much sometimes. I think now he's more involved than in the beginning, but even he's not much involved in the process in the game, he's never here disconnected, never ever. And this is the most important thing.
Yeah, so when people point out, he's only touched it 26 times or whatever, that's actually, it doesn't take into account he's still involved in the game.
Yeah, that's the biggest, I think, skill that he has. Sometimes it's difficult because you have surround him 3 or 4 players towards the ball. Sometimes it's easy. And he has the quality, we need him there. He can drop, but we need him there. With his pacing behind, with his movements. That's for sure.
Thank you, guys.
Oh.
Oh. Go on.
Sorry, Alex.
You've done it. Go on.
Pep, some people talking
I
about...
want to be here.
Some people talking about Haaland scoring 50 goals this season. Would you be surprised if he scored 50 goals this
I don't
season?
know. It's the same with Hurricane, so I don't know. Try to score tomorrow, on Sunday, and next one. At the end, we'll see. I don't know. He can score a lot, yeah. If he continue with this rhythm, he score a lot, but I don't know. Okay, thank you.
Okay.